is using. We have the ability to do that now thanks to our replay render tool. There it is. All right. So, main armaments mod 1, engine boost modification 1. That's good because it does have engine boost, so these work really well together for repositioning in the battleship. Aiming systems, damage control mod 2, so you don't burn or flood as long. Concealment and range. Okay, not a bad pick. You could alternately, instead of going for range, go for reload. That might, I would say, is a better pick if you're playing it more like a cruiser, where you're playing very close to enemies. Range does give you the flexibility of hitting cross shots across the map, though. And then, of course, you're using spotting plane, which is fine. And then let's take a look at your commander build. Gun feeder to start, so you can quickly switch between your AP and HE. You've got brisk, so that if you're undetected, you're even faster, which, by the way, synergizes really, really well with engine boost and the mod you're using. You've got adrenaline rush, so as you take damage, you increase the reload of all your armaments. You went to concealment first, which is smart, and then you went to fire prevention, and then you went to emergency repair. You have an 18-point captain, so you've got 3 points left. Where would you put those 3 points? Probably at basics of survivability. You could make the argument for improved repair party readiness as well, so that you get basically more uses of that repair party if you find yourself dying a lot. Alternately, you could go for a 2-point skill like priority targets or vigilance if you run into torpedoes a lot with this ship. It's a long ship and not as maneuverable, so vigilance could work. Preventative maintenance could be helpful. Emergency repair specialist could be helpful. Yeah. As for flags, for signals, ramming, detonation, one of the fire chances, fire extinguishing time, so you basically don't burn as long. This is for your consumables, defensive fire, or hydro. Obviously, you've got hydro, so this is so that your hydro lasts for longer. And by the way, that synergizes well with vigilance, if I remember correctly. Yep. India Delta for increased heal, as well as speed increased, and you don't like planes. Hey, I'm right with you there. All right, let's take a look at. Whoops, wrong one, I think. Here. Let's take a look at the replay and see how it pans out. I'm gonna go ahead and run the Stream Raiders off stream. We've been losing this battle all day, but we'll see if we can win it now. Guys, if you've got any questions in chat, please feel free to ask them as we go along. Zoolou, if you're here, you're welcome to join me in voice. All right, now as we get into our initial positioning, let's talk briefly about the characteristics of the Incomparable. She is very fast. She has very large guns. I believe these are 457s. Can't remember off the top of my head. But they're very, very large caliber. They have really good penetration with their AP. AP is what you'll be firing mostly in this ship. With a smattering of HE. Thank you, Pockington, 508s. I knew they were like ginormous guns. I just can't remember how ginormous they were. She does also have 10-kilometer torpedoes. You can see he just switched to those torpedoes for a second. A pretty nice firing arc. They are rear mounted, if I remember right. Or are they midships? Nope, there they are, right there in the rear. But the big thing for her is her great speed and her really good concealment. You can see that concealment, 10.6 kilometer. So she's really good at getting onto flanks and then exposing those flanks, blowing them wide open, essentially. Unfortunately, there are aircraft carriers in this, so you got spotted early. It is what it is. Lots of battleships in this game. You are middle tier, technically. Unfortunately, only 2 cruisers for you to smack with your AP. Pockington, it was great hanging out with you yesterday, by the way, for the brawls. Thank you, and please pass along my thanks as well to, oh, who was the other one that joined? Sigari, or I think was his name, right? In-game name was different. Frosty, thank you. Yeah, please send my thanks to Frosty as well. So, since carriers go up 2 at a time, does that make CV's tier 12? Simboto, I never thought of that, actually. That's an interesting thought. Hey, we won Stream Raiders. Nice, nice, nice. Rock H. Obama, you can get something. Thank you very much for your assistance. And let's get another one going.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port.
All right. He told you the other day he hasn't played with me in a while. Yeah, perfect. It was a great opportunity. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, so getting back to the game now, you've got a broadside Yamato. Oh, this is going to be... Ow! The sus just died. You just got hammered. All right, here's where you need to beach and stop and reverse right here. You just showed one of the biggest weaknesses, Zoolou, of this ship, and I forgot to mention that. It's very long, and as a result, very large Citadel. And you saw what happened with that. It just traps shells and wants you to eat them. I'm surprised you're firing HE at this Haragumo. I would think that you'd want to be shooting HE. You do have gun feeder, so you got the ability to swap to HE pretty quickly. Yeah, it doesn't have the best armor, right? And because of that, I mean, it's look how narrow the ship is. I mean, you can angle it well, but you have a very narrow, you know, ability to angle, basically. Window to angle. Let's call it that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I streamed 9 hours yesterday. I streamed 9 hours on Friday. So yeah. I'm sure you were looking at that Salem and thinking that was going to be an easy kill, and that didn't happen. Hey, at least the Haragumo got himself killed. What's up, Patton? Shoot! Now, I would probably keep backing up here just because you need to give yourself that room to maneuver against the gearing if he charges you. But you're pushing forward because you wanted to get him on Hydro. It's okay. Yeah, exactly what I was trying to say, Patton. Right, being stuck there on the island is... typical battleship moment? Yeah, totally missed the shells. Oh well. And Big O just laughs, because that's what Big O does.
Oh, it happens all the time to everyone.
And here comes the gearing.
Good thing you held the shot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Soyuz coming in clutch with that kill. Unfortunately, the gearing does manage to get all of his torpedoes off. And you have to temperate this reverse because you don't want to come up broadside and be spotted to the Montana and Yamato either.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. Once again, you're looking for Citadels, you don't get them. Battleship moment.
Wait a
And
minute.
you get Citadeled instead.
Did 3 of those torpedoes just hit the island all the way out there?
Engine boost deactivated.
Maybe. I didn't catch it. At this point, you might want to stay behind the island for a little bit longer to try to get another heal up, although looks like you're not going to get much more heal out of this anyways. Ah, yes. Shoot the Yamato.
poor Yamato.
Nah, he deserves this. 46. Wow. Plus another 19 and a half, so 66,000 damage. I know you wanted the kill because you don't want him to shoot back at you if you get spotted. Wow.
Oof.
This is the incomparable Sea Bear. It is, it's a research bureau ship, isn't it?
Steel ship.
Steel? Okay. I can never remember which frickin' currency they use.
Enemy battleship sunk.
But, at least you didn't die to the Jean Bart. And that Salem is still... Oof, I'm sure you want to kill that Salem. It ain't gonna happen, no.
Victory is in sight.
Plane up. And this is what GP was talking about earlier, with the ability to see over that island. Some ships should have stayed on paper. Yeah, well, you know. I definitely do not disagree with you there. Super long range shot. Once again, comes up empty.
Engine boost activated.
Now here, I would drag the cursor when you shoot, because pretty much only one shell needs to connect with this rune to kill it. As a British ship enjoyer, you love it. I like Atusimboto. It's very fun. But it's also, like, very trolly. As you can see, Zoolou just got trolled pretty hard right there. He's been trolled quite a bit this game, frankly. Just a little bit farther. You've got the spotting plane up, so you could hit the C key to look over that island. I know, right? The one shell that hit bounce. And that's where, again, if he had dragged his cursor around and spread out his shot, I think he would have had a better chance of killing that rune. Also, this is what, the 4th salvo you've now wasted trying to kill the Salem? Just putting it out there.
Returning to ship.
And of all things, the Yodo kills it. I would click... Where's my cursor? I would have shot and then dragged upward as you were firing, because he's probably going to be turning and kiting away from you. Ah, you got a Citadel.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
Chat, you guys know what a Citadel is? Here's the replay render. So this is our top-down view of the battle. Not too much. I mean, early on here's where you're gonna get clobbered. Just about. Right there, I think. There it is, Montana. Look at your health bar just drop. That's the problem with the Incom. I think your approach to the island there, I think you would have been better off going all the way on the border and then going south. Because then when you were spotted, you could have curved into the island. You were very lucky that that gearing didn't seem to care that you existed for so long. And also that Haragumo just went in and got himself killed too. Yes, a Citadel is a pity Citadel on a ship that's basically one hit from death. Right.
As fun as the Incomparable can be, from what I've seen in videos and all, I don't have it personally. It does take a lot of damage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's very much like a Nelson in that regard. It's just you show that side, and shells just love to eat up.